Now, Elliot Polakov with Eyewitness Sports.
When UConn and Cincinnati played in a 3-game series back in April, the Bearcats scored 15 runs in 3 games. Nothing too special about that number, as the Huskies gave up 13 runs in 3 wins at the AAC tournament. And then Cincinnati happened. The Bearcats, the 2 seed, looking for their first ever conference tournament title, taking on UConn, the 4 seed, and it's Cincinnati that gets the scoring started. Jace Mercer, the bullet to right. Christian Fedko ends up with it, throws it to third, but Joey Weimer has already taken off for home for Cincy. 1-0 Bearcats on top. But in the bottom of the second, UConn answers. Michael Chiaviti continuing his red-hot play in the Sunshine State with a double off the right field wall. David Langer scores easily, 1-1 ball game. The Huskies were playing catch-up all game long in this one, though. Down 5 in the third. Chris Winkle roping one to right center. That scores 2 Huskies, and it's a 6-3 game. But remember how I said UConn gave up 13 runs so far in the AAC tournament entering today? Well, they gave up 22 runs this afternoon. Bearcats win big, 22-5, and now the Huskies have to wait until tomorrow to find out their NCAA tournament fate. Meanwhile, an all-Nutmeg State MAAC final as Fairfield and Quinnipiac battling for a spot in the NCAA tournament. Top of the first, former Haddam Killingworth stud Brian Moskey with a solo shot to left, 1-0 Bobcats. Quinnipiac still up 1 in the 5th. Anthony Baselli, check swing base hit to right. You don't see that very often. Ties the game up at 3. This one was tied at 5 after 9 innings. Quinnipiac trying to win it in the 12th, but the Stags with a beautiful throw to get the Bobcats runner at home plate. Into the 13th inning we go. Bases loaded for the Bobcats in the 13th, and Fairfield with a wild pitch. Evan Volgamore races on home, and that is the ball game. Quinnipiac headed to the NCAA tournament on a walk-off wild pitch. They beat Fairfield 6-5. To Major League Baseball, where the Yankees are rolling. Winners of 11 of their last 12. It doesn't matter who they throw out there, the Bronx Bombers are getting it done. New York looking to make it 8 straight wins with a sweep of the Royals, and they get off to a good start. Clint Frazier hitting a grounder that gets past the shortstop. Gleyber Torres scores, 1-0 Yankees. But then Kansas City started putting up runs in a hurry. Not Domingo Germán's best outing in this one. The 2-run shot by Hunter Dozier, one of 4 home runs allowed by Germán on the afternoon. And just like that, it was 7-1 Royals. But then it's the Yankees' turn to show off some pop. Gleyber Torres belting one to center field, and that one just creeps over the wall. A 3-run shot for Torres, and the deficit is cut in half. Bottom 9, 7-5 Kansas City. Aaron Hicks coming through with the bases loaded, 2-run score, 7-7 ball game. But in the 10th, Gio Urshela can't handle the hard grounder by Whit Merrifield. Billy Hamilton scores easily for Kansas City, and the Yankees' winning streak comes to an end. The Royals win it 8-7 in extras. The Red Sox, meanwhile, looking to avoid getting swept by Houston. 1-1 game in the 4th. Rafael Devers smashing that ball to deep center field, 423 feet. And Boston takes a 2-1 lead on Devers' 7th home run of the year. In the 5th, the Red Sox taking advantage of some bad defense by the Astros. Yuli Gurriel boots it. Eduardo Nunez comes around to score from second. And runs have been hard to come by for the Sox in the series, so they will definitely take that. Eduardo Rodriguez, 6 innings, just 1 earned run, as Boston avoids the sweep and wins it 4-1. The Mets trying to get back to 500 with a win against Detroit. Down 3-0 in the 4th. Detroit with a shift on Todd Frazier, so he just bunts it into some open space. I really don't know why more players don't do that, and the Mets are on the board.